Hillary Heiken, Camp Nicolay, Nicolay High School in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, and uh, Madam Secretary Hillary Rodham Clinton. I don't have all the Hillarys together, but I met somebody in a mental hospital called Ross and Neal Psychiatric Hospital. His name was, I'll spell it, Hilarion. Hilarion, something like that. Do you say the H? Hilarion? Hilarion, that's what I would say, but it's Hispanic name, so maybe you don't say the H. Do you say the H like Hilarion? There's something about the money I'm using that is deceased at this time. I'm not doing this apartment, and I'm still here. I've been taking off the threatening in this apartment for since the year 2013, so about 12 years. And I don't have any keys offered to myself to live elsewhere. And I'm about to expire that this key was even available for myself because the police did evictions on apartment number 2 on 11th Street and Charleston in Las Vegas, Nevada. The Shields Apartments was the name of the apartment building complex. There were 2 buildings. It was a smaller place than where I am here. And the evictions was done by the police, but I'm not a police officer myself. So why were they called to do an evictions? I wasn't actually resisting that I was going to leave. The rent was paid and current when the police put the evictions on the door. The police did that. Should I call my parents? The threatening that I'm supposed to be elsewheres is really true that I don't know you that way. I don't want to be elsewheres. I don't want the money of my own karma to be elsewheres. I'm going to decease myself out of a life of 12 years in this apartment because the key is not really offered to myself, and you keep charging me with trespassing when it's alive this way. That means I hold alive this way. I hear from the strangers that you're landlords to myself and you're charging me with trespassing, and I'm not in prison. Well, I'm not due in prison. I'm alive here. I'm not alive in prison. You charge me with trespassing, and you don't actually stop doing that. There's one after another, after another, after another. I have countless landlords and police officers with guns who are trespassing myself out of this apartment. And I call it evictions. I just call it that you are evictions of myself. I am talking to myself and I am being dismissed. I have something wrong with me that's not true in my life, which is that I'm supposed to be elsewheres. I'm not due elsewheres. I repeat myself because I'm telling the soul that there's something wrong with me. but it doesn't want to hear of it. The karma I'm living in right now is to be expired by myself deceased, and the threatening that I have that I am due elsewheres. I am not due anywhere elsewheres. You people are not here to create myself. And the way that you want to create myself is by that you abduct myself. You abduct myself, and then you want to create myself, and it's illegal. I wouldn't be because I am myself. I'm the first and alive, and I would not be created that way. If I was Jesus, I wouldn't be created that way. Well, you're not supposed to try to create Jesus. He's the one who created all of you. He formed you. He formed you, and then you were created after that. It's an old joke between God and himself that Jesus is a creator and the threatening because he made so many people formed. I shouted on an earlier video that I posted already, and I wrote in the title, "For the king of the banking only." But because it's the internet, it's possible that somebody could touch the video to link it to open it or to open it, and it could just start playing. And then you don't see really the title the same way anymore because the video is on. So I am wrong that way because the video is posted on the internet that has subscriptions to the internet. It has internet service providers. It has internet access. It has social media, if that's what I'm supposed to say, having to do with different access points of the internet. For example, TikTok or Google, right? YouTube. Should I say something else? Am I not supposed to say Google? Okay, TikTok and YouTube. Is there something else? What about Facebook? What about Facebook, huh? Um, it's a little bit out of my leverage. I put a video on the internet that is my leverage, but I don't want the police to get angry with myself and to punish myself by talking to me about myself, coming around the front door because it has an address, and I don't want them to interfere with that I am deceasing myself and leaving the formed world promptly because I was angry on the video I posted, but you're not supposed to view it. But I posted it because it's my leverage, but it's not my leverage for you to be able to view it. You have an internet service provider system that you actually can see the internet, and I don't afford it. It's posted for me against yourself that you're not allowed to see the internet. You're due homeless. But it's too late. You already are inside because of other people that are not myself, because of Donna, because of President Trump, because of Donna's my mom figure, because of Charles Toe. You're able to see the internet, and it's not me. It's not me who's doing that. I can't help it. I have to decease my leverage, and I want to settle down my tension, my hypertension and paranoia, because I don't actually afford to be myself here, and I don't think the solution is another abduction. I don't want to be abducted again by landlording police, Moser, same last name as mine, and my last name is supposed to be deceased by now. I don't want to be abducted by comments on the internet. I don't want to be abducted by that. You think I should be deceased out of the formed world already if I don't like it here and if I don't like the way you treat me. I can't get out of my leverage as fast as you say get out, and there's nowhere to go. I am the Godhead. I'm not supposed to need to move myself at all because I am big. You shouldn't ask. You are so hard. If I told you to move from here to here, you would say no to me. And I am none higher than me, deceased. I move the whole world into formed. And you want me to move everything about my whole life around every word every one of you says to me about myself. And you are outrageous. Absolutely outrageous. Outlandish people. When I make the motion to decease the formed world, I will do so at my peril is not true. It's not up to you after that. When I'm done,